Everybody, welcome to YouTube Live. It is Monday. It's been a crazy day, but I'm so excited to be here with you. I've got all kinds of fantastic things planned for you today. I hope that you guys are ready. It's time to get our Stampin' Lip on. It is lovely to see so many. Hey, Tracy. I hadn't heard from you. I want to make sure you're not in harm's way. Tracy lives in Australia. I have lots of Australian friends, and it is always, oh, and Diane is from Australia, from Melbourne, not Melbourne, as us Americans say it. I've learned a few things. But it is, I have had a crazy day. I offered, some of you know, yesterday I offered some grab boxes and they went over really, really well. So tonight, I actually sold more than I had, but luckily, it's possible there's still a few things around here, so I was able to gather up and make the boxes up that I've sold, and I might be able to make a few more because I actually just found a big moving box that was full of stuff. So I think I'll be able to make a few more up. I will keep you posted. I do still have a few if you want one, get section it while you can. I've got a link to that in the description of this video right now. So that's of really fun goodies in them, and I've been packing them up tight just because I want to get rid of all those goodies. It's so I'm coming up on my 21st Stampin' Up! Anniversary later this week, I believe. I gotta check. And I noticed that in those 21 years, I've accumulated quite a few things. So today I really went through and got a bunch of stuff taken out. Ooh, you guys are buffering? I'm not seeing anything. That's not good. Goodness. Gosh, you guys are all buffering. That's not good. Well, we'll see. Maybe not. Blurry, fuzzy, still buffering. Oh, gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay, it's all good. Okay. Better. Do you guys see me? I went to try something. Now it's better. Anybody else? Not blurry anymore. Just keep going. Okay. If you know what I mean. Okay. So let's get going with our stamping. I am really excited about some awesome projects for today. So I hope that you guys are ready to stamp. And I do, okay. Everybody's saying now it's good. So, all right. So anyway, I hope you had a great weekend. We had well, oh my gosh, actually a few things happened this weekend. So first of all, I've been working towards this goal for months, but I finally finished watching Game of Thrones with my husband. And I don't know if I told you guys this. My son calls Game of Thrones, by the way, he does not watch it, but a couple times he's come downstairs when my husband and I have been watching it, and he calls it, and this is from The Office, a little crossover between The Office, he calls it Boobs, Butts, and Battlestar Galactica. So if you remember the Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, so it was really, I felt very wonderful having finished it off just because it was a long time coming. Like I said, we've been watching it for a very long time. Actually, I probably started watching it about a year ago. That's when we started watching season 1, and then I don't know, whatever. It like things happen, and it took a long time to get through it, and I was determined to get through it. So we watched the final episode yesterday. I know you guys are all saying the ending was so terrible. I guess because I knew that the ending was horrible, you know, I've heard enough that I kind of was prepared for it. I guess it ended all quite abruptly. It seemed like the whole thing built up to the last few episodes and then it was very abruptly over. But I liked it. Um, it is there were a few things that were just gross and I was so I was so like the night battle, you know what I'm talking about? I'm not going to give anything away, but you know, it was just like, oh my gosh, is it done yet? Anyway, so we finally finished that. I feel, you know, like sometimes when you watch the end of a series and you're just so sad and you want more to happen, I didn't really feel that way with this. I will be gladly going back and maybe watching it again. I'm sure my husband already wants to. He's read the books, so he's a little more committed or committed in a little different way than I am. But I really have no, like, I'm fine. Like, I'm not sad that it's done, I guess. I mean, a little, but not like I was after certain other shows that ended that I've been more upset about. Well, anyway, whatever. But oh my gosh, I just have to laugh at the Bears, or not Bears Beats Battlestar Galactica, Boobs Butts Battlestar Galactica. So one of the times when my son came down, and he's 13 for those of you who don't know him, he came down and we were watching and he saw someone get beheaded. And then in the very next scene, there were like naked people. So that's where he got boobs, butts, and Battlestar Galactica from. So I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, so we got through that. So I feel like accomplished that I finally finished that. And then my son had some friends over for the football game. There was a football game yesterday. You maybe heard of it. So we watched that, and honestly, I could have cared less about the whole game, but whatever. I do actually, this makes my husband crazy. I did feel really happy for Andy Reid, the coach who won the Super Bowl, because he's won so many games, but never the big game. And so yay for him. And it makes my husband crazy because I like all the touchy-feely stories and the happy and the, oh, heart, pull at your heartstrings stories. And he's just like, oh my gosh, you're such a girl. But anyway, so I was excited about that. Otherwise, I could care less. Also, I was watching the commercials, and I will have to say that the most awesome commercial was the Groundhog's Day, which I think was for some Jeep type vehicle, and that was awesome. And then the other thing was the commercial, and I don't even remember what it was for. People were like disturbed by it, but I thought it was hilarious and I loved it. I thought it was very clever, so that was really fun. I didn't actually see very many commercials, but those two I saw. I know there was another one that a lot of people were talking about, so that I can't remember. I guess there was one that was like a bunch, but the Doritos, yes. Oh, was that the one where they were dancing, like the dance off, the old Western dance off? That was pretty good. So anyway, that was fun. But we had 5 teenage boys at our house, and then there was that whole halftime show. Like, wow. And I know everybody's all up in arms about this halftime show. And, you know, whatever it is, it is. I personally think it was a bit much, but whatever. I whatever, I guess. But when my son came down and said something about what was with the rope, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. So that was interesting. But yeah, that was quite the show. I have no idea what, um, well, I guess I really have to just say, I should say I don't really have any idea what to think, but really I have to say those ladies are my age or older, and damn, I guess is what I have to say about that. But anyway, it really was like, wow. Oh my gosh, Casey, did you post that last night? Because I did see that, and that is insane. That Jennifer Lopez is the same age as Rose from the Golden Girls. Like, what? So anyway, um, so whether you liked it or you hated it, it was crazy. So anyway, but it was a little weird when my husband or my son was like, yeah, what's with the rope? And I didn't know quite how to answer that. So interesting. Anyway, so football's done. Oh well. I'm kind of done with football anyway, so whatever. I don't I used to love football, and I've really kind of gotten over football. I think whatever. Anyway, but on to more exciting things. There are some fun things happening, and the first one happens, or the first one starts tomorrow, and that is we have a new product release coming out tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm going to showcase a couple of different items with that product showcase today, and I hope that you're going to love them because I'm very excited about this. I've alluded to them, well, I mean, I've talked about them before, but it's pretty exciting that we've got some new goodies coming out. And what I love about them is that they coordinate with things we have, which is great. And so they're calling it the Coordination Product Release. And so if you're on my mailing list, there we go. If you're on my mailing list, you'll get an email with information about this tomorrow from me, as well as all my online classes that I have coming out for this month. I do have a link to join my mailing list in the description of this video right now. And I also have, oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I have a couple of my online classes are posted, but I didn't have quite enough time to get the rest of them because I was making boxes up today for a lot of the day. And I was also running up and down my stairs with these boxes, you guys. It was pretty funny. I really got my workout in. And what I was so mad about is I don't have my iWatch on. I didn't even get credit for it. But I got a pretty good workout in. I was sweating. In fact, I looked better earlier today, but oh well. All good things. So I carried up, I think, 50 some boxes today, and they all weighed at least 2 pounds. And I estimated that they weighed 2 pounds, but I think in some cases I greatly underestimated them. Oops. Anyway, so let's see, what else do I have to tell you? I think that's it. I think it's time. I've talked long enough. You know me, I can talk for forever. But how much product do I have in my room? Well, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I guess a lot. I don't know how to quantify that. So quite a bit, but this is my full-time job. It is my full-time career. So let's see your craft room, please. No, not today, because it's a mess. Once I've got things cleaned up a bit, I will. I've done a tour of my room before, but it is not clear right now. You see a brown box maybe full. Yeah, actually that is the box that I found. That's a moving box that's full of stuff to make up a couple more boxes. So anyway, all right, so let me, I was kind of making projects right to the very end of time here. time, but right before I went live. So let me clear off a couple things. I did get, I saw some of your requests, and I don't know if I'll make any of them, to be honest, by the way. Okay, Beverly, can you email me about that? It went out last week. If you email me about that, I can fix it, or I can check out everything. And then, hold on, sorry. Fran, is there going to be another? Yes, there will be another video, Fran, and I'll let you know. Where I'm kind of waiting to hear some things. Well, last week we were waiting for some things, but yeah. Okay. We sent a ton of stuff out last week, so you'll probably get it. It looks like Paula got hers today, so my guess is, yeah. Donna, did all the boxes sell it? I still have a few of the stamp boxes, and there's a link in the description of this video for you. The stamp boxes are $80. I've got a video here on my YouTube channel. So yeah, okay. All right, I'm gonna flip my camera. So close your eyes for a second. There we go. This is not my whole table. I've got a white table, but this is, you're seeing my dirty little secret. And that is that I stamp on laminate. It looks good in the videos, so that's part of why I do that. But all right, so I've got some great projects, and today is actually, if you saw yesterday, I did a video, and I've just got one of the cards sitting here. I did a video on this yesterday, basically, and I wasn't quite done with this design in the video that I did yesterday. So I'm going to keep working on the concept behind this a little bit today. So today's cards are all about white and white. Some of them have color, but, well, I should say mainly white and color, but they're kind of very simple, but I think you guys are really going to like it. I got a ton of really positive feedback on yesterday's video. I made 4 different cards, similar design, but 4 different cards, and I have one more yet. So we'll do that in a little bit. But that's kind of the theme that I have going, is based on what I started yesterday in my video. So, okay. The first card that I want to make is based on something sort of based on something I saw somewhere, except it was with printed papers, and I'm going to do mine a little bit differently. But what I'm going to start out with is I'm going to stamp my heart 4 or 5 times. And then I'm going to punch these out. And actually, I hope I'm going to make sure I left enough space for this. I might have gotten it too close. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to stamp and punch my heart out on 5 different colors. So I've got Highland Heather. I've got Gorgeous Grape. Well, actually, I should just stamp, punch, punch, punch. And clean, clean, clean. I'm just grabbing my Stampin' Chamois here. Ooh, need to clean that. Okay. So let's see. We've got, Coastal Cabana, the color that lets us know God loves us, of course. This is, if you hadn't figured, my favorite color. Ooh, that did not stamp very well, though. I think I need to re-ink my pad. I'll do that while I'm on camera, just because I know some of you really like seeing me do that. So to re-ink your ink pads, you're going to squirt some re-inker out onto your pad. And what I find is that this now leaves you with a gloppy mess of ink. So you need to clean that up, or spread it out, okay? So I've got a spoon. This is actually a plastic spoon, even though it looks fancy. And I'm just going to rub it in. And you could use a legitimate spoon, but I'm using a plastic one. So I'm just spreading out the ink evenly in my ink pad. to get it all distributed nicely so that when I stamp it again, it'll be all perfect. Okay. And voila. There we go. Look at this other one. It's like uneven and inky here, but not here. This one is perfect. So that also, by the way, is a really good tip if you are doing a really detailed image and you need to get the ink nicely distributed so that it's not, or so all that real detail in your image shows through. That is a great way to get that to work as well. Okay, next up, I'm going to do Bermuda Bay. Ooh, my Bermuda Bay pad's not here though. Why is that? That can't be, oh, actually, oh, shoot. I know where it is. It's right behind me. Hold on one second. Sorry. I had to grab it. It was on the messy desk behind me. Okay, and I'm wondering if this needs to be re-inked. Yup. Okay, so let's do that super quick. Sorry about watching me re-ink all these ink pads, but I think it's a good lesson to learn how to re-ink your pads. A lot of people don't know how to do it super well. So, and I'm just kind of squeezing the ink all around, and then I'll take my spoon and work it into the pad. And if you think you've worked it in too much or something like that, don't worry. When you close your pad, it'll all sink back to the surface like it used to be. But, oh, perfect. It really does make a big difference. So, all right. And then one final color, and that is going to be Pear Pizzazz. So we'll do a quick clean in between. Oh, I love my chamois. Gosh, I don't even know how we got by without it all this time. Okay, now I've got all these hearts, and you might be thinking, what on earth is she doing with them? But here we go. So first of all, I've got a piece of Whisper White. I think this is 4 by 5 1/4. And what I want to do is kind of arrange my hearts on here like this. So I'm going to put them on here. And actually I want the darker ones to be over here. And here's where I wasn't sure how many I would need. But there we go. Oh, perfect. So it's kind of like a gradient of heart. Okay, now I'm going to grab, oh, it is time for a brand new thing of glue. Yay. I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these. And so I've just kind of got this one half on, half off. And I think that's a good, oh, can you guys believe I just dropped that with all that glue on it? I'll tell you how we're going to solve that problem in just a second. But we got to let it dry first. Okay, that was just maddening. Does that ever happen to you guys? It's crazy. Okay, so I've got all that on there like that. Okay, very cute. Now we'll let that set up and this to dry, but in the meantime, I'm gonna snip off my excess heart. So there's one side, and then here's the other side. Okay, and that looks super cute. Oh, I love that. Oh yeah, dropping ink pads on your project, right? Yes, I've so done that too. That is maddening as well. Probably even worse, because this we can actually fix. Oh, in fact, can I just show you? Maybe I threw it away. I had a crazy cute card here that I dropped a stamp onto, an ink stamp. No, I think I might have thrown the card away. It broke my heart because it was, oh, no, here it is. See, look, it's such a cute card, and it's actually the stamp I'm using. Ugh. So anyway, yeah, been there, done that. All right, so I've got this super cute card here, and ooh, you know, I just thought of something. I could use, so the dies that go with this might be super cute. So this is the Sending You Thoughts, and we're going to use the dies, this die actually, here in a minute. But there's lots of great sentiments on here. And what I love too is they are innie, I call them innie and outies. So like, what's this I hear? Well, all I can say is congratulations. Or what's this I hear? You know, well, let's see, happy birthday, another sensational year of you. So you get the idea. Congratulations with a great big wish for happiness. So all of you can kind of do the innie and the outie. If loving thoughts could heal, you'd be better already. So actually, I kind of like that, but it won't fit on this die right now. So I'm going to use it anyway, but I'm just going to use it on scrap. And then we are going to use one of the dies here in just a little bit, but let's keep going on this card. So I'm going to stamp this. And I think I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape because I just think that'll be cute. I've got a little strip. This is about 3/4 of an inch wide. It's left over from stamping, or I'm sorry, punching, or oh my gosh, what am I saying? It's left over from cutting down cardstock. And then I'm going to take my trusty triple banner punch, and I'm going to punch the end of it, and then I'm going to add it to my card. Kind of like that. Okay, now this is making me crazy because it's not dry yet, but we'll finish up our card, and then maybe a little later I'll show you what I mean, to how I'm going to fix it, that is. Okay, so I'm going to put that on right there. And I've just got a black card base. And I'll pop that up because everything's better popped up, right? I mean, that's kind of my mantra. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is grab a little ribbon to add to this. I've got some of this cute little Gorgeous Grape striped ribbon. Let's see if I can get a bow tied out of this though. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm going to go a little old school here, and I'm going to embellish this. I don't want to say old school because that's not the right word, but I'm going to use something I haven't used in a while to embellish, and that is some of my Glimmer Dots, or glitter enamel dots, or whatever these things are called. I love them. They're just super cute, and so I can just add a couple of these. I'm going to take my take your pick tool, and let's see here. I'm just going to pop one there. Whew, I wish this was gone. I'm going to pop one over here, and then I think I'm going to pop one of these up here. So I've got kind of a triangle of embellishments. But wait, there's more. I was saying that last week and you guys all loved it. So I thought I'd keep that up. I've been saying that in a bunch of my videos lately. But wait, there's more. But on the inside, we're going to do just a teeny bit. And I'm going to stamp in Highland Heather, a heart, and then remember we've got that second part of our sentiment, which I didn't pull out at the beginning, which I should have. We've got that second part of our sentiment, and so I'm going to add that on top in the gorgeous grape. The darker shade. Okay. So there we go. Super cute. We'll add this to the inside, and then once that glue is completely dry, then we're going to get rid of it. So I'm going to set this aside, but we'll come back to it later and fix that extra glue on here. But isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. And yes, thank you, Brenda. One thing that I think we all get kind of hung up on is that this is from the set Heartfelt, and it is not limited to just Valentine projects. Of course, they're cute for Valentine's, obviously, but I love making use of my stamps in things that are not necessarily their own, you know, their intended purpose, I guess. That's what I really try to do in my classes, is show the versatility of things. So, all right, so there's our first card. I'm going to set that aside. Our next card is one actually I've been itching to make for a while, for a couple weeks, because I did those beautiful cards for my Simple to Stunning Sunday 2 weeks ago, using the Thoughtful Bloom stamp set, and I've been itching to pick that set up ever since. And the reason is because I did really soft colors on that first video, and this time I wanted to do bright, happy colors. So I got a nice bright, happy color combination of cardstock here. I've got Poppy Parade, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, Mango Melody, and then I'm also going to add some of the Granny Apple Green on here. And next up, what I'm going to do is, well, actually, I'm going to use a piece. This is 3 3/4 by 5 Whisper White, I think. No, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 Whisper White. And then I'm going to pull out these colors and stamp this cool little image on each of them in the coordinating ink and cardstock. Okay, so I've got that in Poppy Parade. We'll clean in between quick. Then I'll do Melon Mambo. And we'll close that up. We'll do Daffodil Delight. Making sure I got that water off of my stamp before. There we go. And then Mango Melody. On Mango Melody cardstock. Ooh, this probably needs to be re-inked as well. Gosh, it's like, I'm just gonna quick do this so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing again. Oh, that was my punch that just fell. Okay. Oh, much better. All right, so there are my stamps, and then I'm going to use the small bloom punch. Now this is one of the celebration items that you can get, and then of course the image, the stamp image itself comes from the coordinating stamp set, which I'll flash here in a second. It's kind of off to the side of my screen, off to the right. But I'm just stamping, or pardon me, punching these images. And I love that little center on here. Now what's kind of fun with these images, of course, is that you can build them up. You can use the different sized pieces together. I just wanted that little center on each of these. And then what I want to do is take and add them to my card. So for that, like I said, I've got a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I'm going to take, there's a cute little leafy image that I'm going to use here. But what I want to do is put these on my card and just sort of kind of pop these up. And then I'm going to add some leaves behind them. I just wanted to arrange them first. And then I also want to add a sentiment to this. So I've been itching to pull this set out. I haven't used it a ton yet, but how did I get so lucky to have a friend like you? I think that's a fun sentiment. I love the font. So I'm just going to pull this out. And this one is kind of a good one too. It also has the innie and outie sentiments, which are really fun. Just because it's so nice to have something to put on the inside of your card. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to stamp that in black. One of the questions I get asked quite a bit is why don't I use my labels? And the main answer to that is honestly habit. I have really not put them on for so long that I find it's a little difficult to kind of get back into it now. But I really got used to not using them. And so honestly, that's why. Okay. So this looks great, I think. And I might add one more up here just to kind of make things fancy pants. Fancy pants. Okay. And I think I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to add one more leaf. Oh, so pretty. Isn't that cute? Oh, okay. And if you guys have watched me for any length of time, you know I love myself some happy, happy cards. So this is definitely one of them. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. And, you know, my favorite part about this card is, of course, that I'm using all these things that I got for free. So I got my stamp set with the leaves and the centers for free. I got the punch for free with Celebration. It's just such a good time to be alive and stamp with all these awesome things. Isn't that cute? Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is adhere this. And I have to giggle just a little. I got a comment on my video from yesterday and someone said, why did you put a white sheet on a white sheet? Like she said, I've never seen anyone do that. And I thought, well, okay, but because it looks pretty. I haven't responded to the comment. Sometimes comments kind of crack me up because you never know like what someone's really saying. And I sort of took it like, well, why would you, like, why is that necessary? And of course my answer is because creatively I think it looks great. But someone else might be like, well, why is that goofy lady putting two white sheets together? You don't need to do that. But I like the look. I think it looks really nice. So that's why I did it. Okay, so I'm going to take my white card base on here and find myself a bone folder. Give it a good crease. And then I'm going to pop this up onto my card because I think it's just So pretty to pop up stuff. You guys know I love that. Okay, so here we go. And that is our card. It's a lot of white, but I think it just makes those flowers pop so much. So yeah, isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. I love it. Okay, next up, let's see. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. I'm not even gonna lie. So I mentioned those dies. So I went ahead and die cut out of a white card base this beautiful image, which I just, like I said, just love. And what I want to do with this is put this beautiful white on a cool background. Okay, so to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside for a minute. And then I'm going to pick up this piece and I'm going to do some sponging of color. And I'm going to sponge a lot of color, but I'm cool with that. So what I want to do is get a nice, I don't even know, maybe a sky, I guess, background, but I think it's going to be really, really pretty. And I also think it could be done in a whole bunch of different colors, not necessarily just what I'm doing, but you know, the sky's kind of the limit. Now, the real big question is, will we put the brightest color on top or the lightest color on top? And I'll let you guys kind of chime in to decide that. Now, I'm using kind of a pretty color combination, except my label is ugly, but the color combination is pretty. So I've got Blushing Bride, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and Gorgeous Grape. So I've got some pinks and some purples. We're going to blend them all together. So I'm just grabbing, I wonder if there's any color on this. Ha! Does not look like it, which is good. Okay, so these are my makeup brushes that I just get. I got mine on Amazon, but you can get them wherever. And I'm going to use my lightest color is going to be the Blushing Bride, as I mentioned. So I'm just going to swirl some of that ink on here, and then I'm going to get rid of a little bit of it at first, and then I'm going to go over the bottom layer of my cardstock, really swirling that on. Okay. Well, my goodness, you got Happy Mail just while we're on here. How nice is that, Fran? I told you I put it in the mail last week. We got a little behind because of life, I guess. Okay, there we go. So that's a good base of color. Then I'm going to continue with some Flirty Flamingo. All right, so I'm going to just keep using this pink brush because it'll work just fine. Now, going back, if you wanted to add some color, you gotta be a little bit about it. Want first two colors together without completely getting rid of that first color. So I'm being careful to leave some at the bottom. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
All right. But getting rid of that first bit is really important. And then we'll just put a little bit more and then we should be good to go. All right. Next up, I'll go with, that's not Ella, that's Whitney, my assistant.
Thank you for the nice compliment. That was.
Yeah, I don't know.
18 all day long.
I don't know. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know where Ella is. I think she's home. She had a track meeting or something. I don't know. Okay, so next is Highland Heather. That's my next lightest. Now, a little tip for you. Sometimes when you're sponging like this, you can get ink on your fingertips, and then that ink can transfer to your cardstock. So put a fingertip guard down, which is nothing more than a piece of scrap cardstock. And that will kind of help prevent things from happening. Okay. And by the way, ooh, that's so not what I wanted to have happen. But hopefully we can buff this out and no one will know. Dang it. I was trying to prevent my fingerprints from getting on there. As you add more color, that is kind of what happens, but oh no, not today. Well, hopefully this won't really show. But you got to hold it in a place where you're not actively sponging for it to be effective, just so you know. Okay, so we're going to hold it way down here while we sponge way up here. I was so proud of myself for offering up that fabulous tip and then I blew it, but it's okay. All right, so that looks pretty good. Not as good as it could have. I really kind of masked it up. See, oh, so pretty. But let's do one final color. This is going to be Gorgeous Grape. So this is darker. Again, hold your fingers way down and then, oops, I didn't get rid of, see why you get rid of that first bit of ink? Because it can be really dark on there. Now on a project like this, you're probably going to come back a little bit on some of the earlier colors just to get the best blending. Okay, so I think I'm pretty good. I'm just gonna hit that Flirty Flamingo once more because I'm so dang mad at myself for my stupid finger guard. Ugh. See if we can fix that a little. That's all right. Okay, well anyway, here we go. And then I may even, just making sure that's my purple one, really just get that edge nice and dark. Okay. All right. So there is our sponging. All right. So I'm going to put this in here like so, and then look at those colors. Now the beauty is that line is right here and we're really covering it up. So that's pretty helpful. Okay. So let me get rid of these. And then I'm going to take my inky sheet and get rid of that. And be strong, people. That's my scrap for something else. All right, so let's close these up before something bad happens. All right, so let's put the rest of this together because of course we're going to embellish. So what I want to do is take and pop this up on inside my card. All right, so to do that, I'm going to grab some of my dimensionals. I'm going to use minis and regulars. And by the way, look, I'm restocked on full-size minis. Last week, I think I was running out. It was a travesty. Now, keep in mind, the sheet I have in here is totally drenched with ink. So these might not stick amazingly well, but they hopefully will stick enough for our card to get put together right now. But ideally, you might let it dry a little bit more before assembling. Okay, and actually I don't want to put that together quite yet because what I want to do is add a couple of these minis in here. And I'm going to put some there and there and there, and that'll just help pop up some of these flowers. So wherever it'll fit on a flower, I will add a mini glue dot. If the flower is too small for the mini, I just will skip it. Okay, and then I'll just pull the backings off. That can be sometimes the trickiest part. And then I'm going to reposition this so it's centered in here. And then, boom. Okay, so there's my card. Oh, so pretty. Okay, then I will take my Sending You Thoughts, because that is actually the set this coordinates with. Now the cool part is there's these dies that have the different flowers that coordinate, so you can die cut individual flowers to put on your card if you want. I'm going to take the congratulations from this set and stamp it on this cute little label that is included in the stamp set, and we'll stamp it in Gorgeous Grape, that darkest color. But what I love about this is that you can see all those beautiful colors on here, and it's just so pretty. Okay, so of course we're going to pop this one up too. And I'll put my dimensionals way off to the end here. Like so. All right, and then I'm also gonna add, and you can turn the light on in here if you want.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to mess up your stuff.
Oh, no, nothing's messed up. And then I'm going to add a little bow in white baker's twine just to finish this off. And it's just so pretty. Okay, and I'm just going to tuck this kind of under that little label and off to the side. Like so. Okay, but wait, there's more. We want to embellish just a little as well. So I'm going to grab my, I'm going to use my Noble Peacock rhinestones because these are perfect. I can do some pinks and some purples. So on the lower ones, I'll do pink, that just kind of goes. And then on the, oops, oh, didn't pick it up. On the higher ones, I'll do my purple ones. And then I've sort of got all my colors on here. So cute. Ooh, I could use a bigger purple one. Right there. Boom. Isn't that just so pretty? Oh, love, 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 love. And by the way, these are totally not my normal color schemes colors. So yeah, I'm digging this card. All right, next up, we've got another kind of white, like a lot of white, but we're going to add some color to this as well. Now this is going to feature one of my stamp sets for a class this month, and that is the Honeybee Set. That is going to be my Creativity to Go kit for this month, is featuring the Honeybee. This is actually the second most popular bundle behind, of course, the poppies. And so I've had a lot of requests for this. So your requests are my command or something like that, right? Sorry, I'm just trying to get my ink pads put back. I'm not doing a very good job. That is why one is in the wrong place. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do a little bit more sponging. And I really, really like this card. It's very simple, but you could do this a lot of different ways. So I'm going to start with a Whisper White card base once again. Ugh. And I've got my little backings everywhere. I'm sure you can all relate to that. All right. So on this one, I'm going to take some of our, I think, what is this paper called? It's a celebration paper. And honeycomb, golden honey, honeybee, something about honey. Golden honey, I think, is what it's called. Anyway, I'm going to take some of this paper, and I've done this exact same thing on this exact paper before, but I'm going to do it again because I can. And I'm going to use Pool Party and Pear Pizzazz for this. And I really like the Pool Party against this gold. It's just so pretty. So again, get rid of that first bit, and then you can sponge over the top. And I'm just doing kind of diagonally the top third-ish of this. And oh my gosh, I'm like, why does this look funny? Because I'm using the green with my Pool Party. Dang it. I might have to start over. I might switch that to the green one. Because, oh yeah, that looks so much more blue up here. Okay. Then we'll do this, but with the green ink, and it will hopefully look better. Okay. There we go. Much better. All right. So we've got that. I'm going to adhere this to a piece of black. Now I've die cut a circle out of this, which we're going to use in a second here. And this is a card we made at my team meeting this a couple weeks ago. And I just really loved it, so I wanted to share it with you as well. So there we go. That looks really pretty. I'm going to pop this layer up because, you know, that's my deal. Or actually, no, I'm not going to pop this layer up. I'm going to pop up the thing I put on top of it. So we can just go right ahead and stick that down onto our card. Okay. Now, I've got, oh shoot, I wasn't supposed to put that on yet. I got so excited. I wonder if I can pull this off. Oh, look at that. To the rescue. I'm going to set this on my silicone mat for a minute while we fix this. Gosh, I've been a little aggressive in my assembly of things lately, and that's happened a couple times. I can't remember if this is a 2-inch. I think it's a 2 1/4-inch circle. All right, so I'm going to take and punch a 2 1/4-inch circle, yeah, out of a scrap of Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp on it. Now, using my Honeybee Set, which, what did I do with it? Well, I've got my sentiment, and it is thinking of you, sweet friend. So nice. And I'll ink that in black. And you know what? I wanted to stamp that up a little higher. So I'm going to turn it over and do it once again. Okay. And the reason is because I'm going to put a B right here, and I need enough room for that. All right. So I will adhere this to my scalloped circle. So I die cut this with the layering circle dies, and wouldn't you know, I got a little smudge of ink on there. Darn it. But I will take my little mono sand eraser to the rescue. This is a special sand eraser, and what it does is it literally, look at that, gets rid of the little first layer of paper. Ooh, so cool. 512A. I've been using this for a long time, and it's still doing great. Okay, I'm going to embellish this with a couple things. I've got some of this pretty little metallic baker's twine, and I'm just going to tie this on to my card. And the reason I have it sitting on my silicone mat is because I got a little excited and I put glue on the back, and I wasn't ready for the glue yet. But when I set it on the silicone mat, it will release from it, so that's why it's on there. So I'll just tie a little bow with my baker's twine, and there's kind of like a metallic thread running through this, so it's really pretty. So we've got the yellow, which obviously goes with our bee. And then I'm going to I'll just tie that on, and then I'm going to adhere this to my card. Now that I've got that tied, we are good to go. Okay, so that's kind of just centered up, and we'll get rid of that. All right, next up, I need a bee. I get a nickel for every time I had to say that. But what I really need is my stamp set so I can get the bee out. Here we go. So here is my Honeybee Stamp set. And so I'm going to take this cute little bee, not the big mean bumblebee, although I guess you could use that if you wanted. And I will, oh, it's not in here. Figures. Ugh. Well, I know what I can do. Oh, I know where it is. Oh no, maybe I don't. I used to know where it was. Ah! I'm dropping things. I got a super cute video coming later. But well, I don't know. It might be up tomorrow. I can't remember what my schedule is. Got it for. Okay. I can't find my stamp, but I can take my paper, and I know there's a bee in my paper. So okay, so on this piece, there's all these cute little bees in with the gold foiling. And by the way, this is one of the celebration choices. Oh my gosh, you scared me. What can I do for you?
Did you get the text message I sent you?
Carl, I'm in the middle of a live. I will talk to you about this later, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. My son just scared the bejesus out of me. Wow. Did you see him coming?
I did. I thought you did too. Sorry. I should have given you a heads up.
Oh, no. That was a big fat wow. Yeah, I did not know that he was in here. All right. So I've got my Daffodil Delight light, and then I'm going to blend it out to dark. I'm just putting a little color on my bee. And then I've got a little die. I know it's here. But what's really cool is this die cuts out the paper as well as the image from the stamp set. So I love when things coordinate. That's the best. Now to make sure we don't mess this up, because I'm sort of feeling like today's one of those days, I'm just going to arrange this on here perfectly. And then I'm going to hold it on with a whatever you call this, Post-it. I think that's on there straight. Okay, I'm gonna run it through my Big Shot. Give me 1 sec. And it's off a little, but not too bad. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is pop this up. Snowman, hearts, bees. My son texted me today like 3 times asking, we're going on a cruise for spring break. And he was asking me what the name of the ship is. And I have been working today. Many people do during the day. And I haven't had time to look up the name of the ship. And I can't remember it off the top of my head. So now he's all mad at me. Whatever. Okay. So anyway, here is my adorable card that I love, that I made with my bee. Oh, but wait, there's more. I'm going to put a little clear Winkostella on the bee because everybody knows bees are shiny. And then now it shimmers. Ha ha ha. So there you go. All right. Now, here is the card I mentioned at the very beginning of our of the show. And I love this. And I said I did that video yesterday and I wasn't quite done with it. And so here we are. We're going to make one more card with this just because I love it. Oh, by the way, I just found my bee stamp that I was looking for, of course. All right. But this is just such a pretty stamp set. And so this is my second in 2 months of online class featuring the Poppy Suite. So the first month we focused on this bundle, the Peaceful Moments, and then this month we're going to focus on the Painted Poppies bundle. So both bundles are gorgeous, but they're kind of different. I mean, obviously those are word stamps and these are image stamps, and then there's dies for both different sets. So I'm excited about our second class here. It's gorgeous. And by the way, I've got the link to register in here. And then, like I said, I'm going to email out that link to my newsletter subscribers tomorrow morning. So you can watch for that email. All right. So I'm going to take and stamp this poppy on this strip of cardstock that I have here. It's just 1 inch and it's leftover from trimming cardstock, but I love it. So pretty. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I am so digging the black and white. I don't know what it is. I just love it. So I've got that, and I'm going to use this on my card just like I did yesterday. So if you watched my video yesterday, I'm sort of rehashing what I did, but I'm changing it up just a little. So yesterday my cards had a pop of color in them. Today I'm just doing the black and white. This is what I kind of wanted to do but didn't ever get the chance to do. So I'm going to put this across here like so. And once again, I'm going to use 2 layers of white, and I shall not explain. I just think it looks good. All right, I've got my poppies that I have die cut in white, and then I'll have my black center like before. Now, I've done a poppy card where I did white with the black poppy here, but I really like the white on white, and that's kind of what I was doing in my video yesterday as I was doing white on whites, or I'm sorry, color on the same color for the 2 pieces of the poppy die. So I just glued that center on there, and then I'm going to pop up this center with a little black mini dimensional, which is actually kind of perfect for this. Hey, I'm gonna go with you. Have the wrong combo for that.
I got it.
It's a blue plate, no thin die adapter. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that pretty? All right, and then I have this little. I actually caught the center of my image, so I'm thinking we can probably cover that up if we're careful. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this kind of to the center of my card like that. And then I'm also going to take, these are the poppy elements, and I'm going to pull out one of these banners from here and place this underneath, and it just adds a little touch. They're kind of like embossed, or I don't know what they are, but it's really pretty. Me likey. Okay, so it just fits under that, perfect. And then I'm going to put it over the top of this. Oh, love. Okay, so I will grab some dimensionals for this to pop it up onto my card. Is it working better?
Well, my thumb doesn't. Like,
Oh, well, okay. Don't worry about those. Then.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a wuss.
Whitney hurt her thumb. Poor thing. She's all broken.
It makes big shotting hard.
Okay. So I've got this leaf, and I'm going to snip that out of the center, and then I'm going to use these two pieces separately. I'm just going to rip that off. I'll stick this on with some with a glue dot, and we'll just tuck that in. That's why I only glued my flower in the center, so that I'd be able to tuck these in like so. Oh, so pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this to my extra layer, and I'm going to flip this over and glue this to my card like so. And then after all this, I'm going to do kind of the unthinkable a little, and I'm going to grab a sentiment out of my stamp set here. I'm going to do congratulations, because Whitney said we need congratulations cards, so there you go. All right, but I love congratulations because it's kind of generic. You can use it for like, congratulations, you survived another year, or congratulations, you promoted, or congratulations, you didn't kill your family. No, I don't know. But anyway, they're so pretty. But wait, there's more. All right, so of course we got to spritz it, right? I was going to say my spritzing marker's got to be out still. So I'm going to take this, spritz it with my black marker. Oh, so pretty. And then last but not least, I'm going to take and spritz it with my Clear Wink of Stella. So I'm just going to smack this against here. And when I do that, I get little sprinkles of glimmer. And can you see that? So pretty. Oh, isn't that awesome? Yes, this would be a great wedding card, absolutely, or an anniversary card. So it's just so pretty. Yes, this is a basic black Stampin' Write marker. And I have a video for spritzing that I actually have done. I spritz quite a bit. So if you have never watched me before, I promise I do this all the time. Yes, graduation, exactly. So there you go. Let's bring in the cards we did already, and then we're going to fix that first one. So we did the B card. We did the see, I did another congratulations card with the cool background. We did the fun flower card. And then the heart card, that was actually Get Better. But I dropped a heart with some glue on it. So that was a little situation that happened earlier at the top of the hour, I guess. So how do we get rid of that? Well, I have a little adhesive remover. And someone said, how will I put it in an envelope with the leaves overhanging? I'm not worried about it. I'll just smush them in there. It'll be fine. You could also get a slightly larger envelope if that was really a worry of yours, but I don't think it is a huge deal. Like I said, I'll just shove it in here. So I'm just using this adhesive remover, and we are just about done. It all came off and didn't even ruin my card. And then I just take the goobers and throw them away. So there you go. All right. So a couple of details that I want to re-mention here. Just write on my background paper here. So first of all, the coordination, C-O-O-R-D-I-N. Oh gosh. Let's just, you know what? Come on. You can do better than that, Dina.
Congratulations.
Coordination product release starts tomorrow. That is 2/4. My online classes are going to come out in an email tomorrow. I've got a couple of them linked now. But here's what I have coming up. And I actually didn't talk about all of these yet. My February Facebook class will start here, no, not for another week and a half or so. I also have, and Facebook class, by the way, is thebomb.com, just in case you weren't sure. I also have a painted poppies, P-A-I-N-T. This is the different from last month's online class. So Painted Poppies is the second bundle in that big mega suite of poppies. We have some gorgeous cards. I can't wait for you to see them. So that class is coming up. I also have the Honeybee. Honeybee is my Creativity to Go kit. That comes out this month. I'm also going to be doing a winter retreat. Now, before you get too excited, it's online only. But that is going to come out. I have to look at the dates. I think it actually comes out in March, but you have to register for it during February. It comes out at the very beginning of March, but the winter retreat is going to be awesome. It's basically a retreat in a box. So if you've ever done any of my retreat in a box classes, it'll be very similar to that. However, I've got some pretty cool additions to this one. There's actually going to be 2 mini classes that are included as part of this. And that is going to be the, let's see, the Under My Umbrella. And then I also have a poppy sampler. And these are going to be available individually, but they will be included in the retreat in the box if you do that, which is a great deal. And then finally, actually, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So kidding. Anyway, if you would like to order, though, ordering helps me keep these amazing videos coming to you. Whenever you order $50 or more, you get a gift from me. And right now, you also get a gift from Stampin' Up! From me. And then from SU, because it's celebration time. And then the last thing I'm going to mention is celebration is such a fabulous time of year. You know, I love it. But it is also the best time to sign up to become a demonstrator. And whether you want to just get a discount on your products or you want to actually earn some money doing your hobby, anybody can join and enjoy the benefits of being a demonstrator, and anybody and everybody is welcome on my team. We have a fantastic team. I know a bunch of them are actually on here now, and we are such a fun group, if I can just say, a fun, positive, upbeat group, and we have a wonderful community on Facebook, and we would love to have you be a part of that. And you can get some great bonuses if you sign up during celebration. You get a free mini paper trimmer. You've seen me use that before. A free stamp set of your choice from the Occasions or Celebration catalog. Or I'm sorry, the Occasions or Annual catalog, pardon me. And then you also get a DSP print paper sampler. I'll pull mine out to show you. You just get a sampling of not all, but many of the papers that are in the Celebration and Occasions catalog. You get this for free, which is, it's like a whole pack of DSP, which is awesome. So all of those bonuses are available to you. And then, of course, when you join my team, I take very good care of you. I've got training if you want it. I've got card challenges. I've got card swaps. I've got monthly meetings. I've got stamping. I've got free online classes. I've got discounts for pre-cut cardstock packets for my online classes. So all kinds of amazing perks when you join a little piece of art stampers. And we would love to welcome you to our group. So if you have any questions about this or anything else, comment below. I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I will see you here next week at 4 o'clock again. I also will be posting more videos this week for you to enjoy, so make sure to check back on my channel. Have a great day, guys.